G means backwards, because I'm dyslexic. So that's what the family used to call me. And it was okay with me till I found out I was dyslexic. Now the way I do things, dyslexic-wise, looks good to me, feels good, it works. If somebody else says, well, how did you do that? I don't know, I did it. I do it, and it turns out approximately the same way they do it. There's a lot of times that I couldn't explain myself because my whole family thought I was nuts. I had a twin, but I always knew I was a twin. They never told me until I was probably 13 years old. And I said, I found you. I finally found you. We were identical. She passed away while my mom was bathing her, just a few months old. And I knew something in me was missing. And I would, there was a movie that Jodie Foster was in where she talked to this mirror. And I leaned to the person that was with me and I said, she's a twin. He said, how do you know? I said, I'll tell you later. Because I did the same thing. And she's always with me. And I miss her. She's a big part of me. But boy, if she'd have been around, we'd be ruling the world, My parents, my dad figured me out, but a lot of them thought I was nuts because I would see visions. Or one time that we were in bed, we heard a lot of whispering and a little giggling. And I opened my eyes and I saw all these shadows around my bed. And he opened his eyes because he heard them and he saw the same thing. Then I said, enough, everybody leave. And like Star Trek, they kind of dissolved. And I never questioned why, but these were souls that didn't get released. As I get older, I find out more and more. We stop learning when it's time for us to go to our next phase of life. But if you feel like sharing what you know, great. If you don't, then that person is not ready to receive what you have to say, or they're not listening. My family, of course, always called me crazy. But I have performed things on people that I know that I was blessed with them. You can't learn it in a book. You're born with it. You just have to find it. It'll surface. It'll come out within you. When you have a dream, that's part of what you're supposed to see. That's what I believe in. I have been able to help people to walk better, to see better. And one day that, like I said, I was questioning why me, and the voice said, use what I have given you. So I've done that. As I get older, I'm finding out, but I'm also doing healing a different way here that I did in the mainland. And I can spot people that are in trouble, and I'll walk up and sit down and just talk to them. And next thing you know, I'm doing my thing. And when they get up, they have a smile on their face, and they can walk better and see better. Because we're placed here to open up people's hearts and their eyes to what they're missing, and to find their way, or help them find a way, or put them on the way to the path they're supposed to be on. If people will ask, how did you do that, or that, I was born in it. I was born in it. It's not, I don't believe in teaching my way because I have my way. Everybody has their own way. And then from your way, you learn what you're supposed to expect to come into you, to feed what you're learning and what you know. That's what I'm still learning at, how old am I? 81? 81. I'm the oldest, I'm the next to the youngest, and I had a twin, and I always knew I had a twin and we were identical. But anyway, she didn't make it when she was a baby. She had infant syndrome, she passed away. Then they didn't teach the mom's resuscitation, and later, I used to sit and talk to her. My family would thought I was nuts, but I could see her shadow next to me. And then when my mom told me I had something to tell you at age 13, I said, I found you, I'm not crazy. There was a movie with Jodie Foster. We'd go out at night and do it, Ring Around the Rosie by herself. And I knew what she was doing. And then she showed this person who her twin had died, and she put her inside this little cove. but she had her covered up. And when I told the person that was with her about it, she thought I was nuts till I explained later. So it was nice to have found the other part of me. We have a lot of parts to ourselves, isn't it? And we all have healing abilities. It'll come out in you. It'll speak out if it's supposed to. But we all have a way. Don't demand it. You could try and learn from somebody, but you learn your way because it's in here within you that we were blessed with it. Makua has blessed us with it. No, I don't speak Apache, my language, because we were forbidden. We had to speak English. My father could read, write it, and speak it fluently, but he felt that we would be safer when we were growing up not to speak. We weren't allowed to speak it in public, but at home we spoke a little bit, and then little by little I lost it. I have 3 children. My son and my daughter have it very heavy, and my daughter, they're both healers, and I never questioned them. My daughter right now lives in Sweden, and she can call me and say, how come you did this or you did that, or I can never surprise them with the present because they already know what I bought them. How do they know? So I don't question it. I let it be because I went through that. You know, I'm very happy that I'm at my age, that I'm surviving and trying to stay as healthy as possible. And if I feel you want to learn and you have the ability, I'll show you a little bit. But then my way in you will change a little bit because it cannot be exactly the same. Because the spirit of healing within us, they're all guiding us and showing us, and we learn every day. We don't stop learning. I woke up one time and there were all these people around our bed whispering and laughing. And he woke up and saw them. We said, okay, everybody leave. And like Star Trek, they dissolved. You know, once in a while they'll appear, and your souls that are lost, they need your help to send them forward where they belong. And so I quit questioning myself. I just accept it now, and I amaze myself every day. And regardless if I'm having a bad day or a good day, I make the most of it. I don't give in to it. I've been through a lot of illnesses, one of them being cancer. I'm next to the youngest who passed away not quite a year ago, and we were very, very close. And I'll miss her, but I know she's in a safe place and a good place. But none of them, only my oldest brother and I had ESP. But and we would talk. His wife and my husband didn't know what subject we were on because they thought that we were on this subject. No, that was 4 or 5 subjects ago. We just continue. We never stop to take a breath because it just comes out, and you have to use it. You know, I can tell if someone has the gift, right, and I leave it alone, but you can't show them. It has to come out and explain itself, and it will eventually. You can be guided on the path, and then from there you think you're finished growing. We don't stop growing. We don't even stop growing when our bodies leave here. And we continue on to the next circle of life. But we always believe we're born in a circle. There's a beginning, but there's no end. Because it continues. Do you agree with me? That's right. We're all in a circle. There's no out, but there is a lot of room to interact. I want to thank you for the privilege of talking to you today. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you if I can. And thank you so much for honoring me today. And you too. Thank you.